Welcome, dosto. You are watching your favorite YouTube channel, your one-stop solution for exam preparation. We know your time is valuable, and that's why our team has worked tirelessly to bring you the most relevant, crisp, and exam-focused content. We have sifted through newspapers, magazines, editorials, and even TV news, so you don't have to. No bakwas, no distractions, just pure current affairs mastery. In this video, we are covering current affairs till 16th February, so that you stay ahead, not behind. We bring you these updates 3 to 4 times a month, depending on how important the topics are. Now, here's the deal, dosto. We don't just throw facts at you. We present them in a way that you can revise the entire syllabus in just 3 to 4 hours. Yes, we make charts, graphs, and mnemonics to ensure you grasp and retain the information effortlessly. But here's a pro tip. Get your pen and notebook ready. Don't just watch, draw the charts yourself. Engage with the material, listen carefully, and relate the facts to real-life events. And remember, if you find this valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support motivates us to keep bringing the best content for you. चलिए शुरू करते हैं. Let's dive right in. Let's start with question number 1, which states, the global AI race is shifting the balance of power from military strength to algorithmic dominance, leading to a digital Cold War. Critically analyze how AI and AGI advancements are reshaping global geopolitics and what strategic measures India should adopt to maintain its technological competitiveness. Today, we're tackling a super important and highly relevant topic, AI, AGI, and its impact on global geopolitics and India's strategic measures. But first, pro tip. Before jumping into the answer, read the question carefully. Underline all the subparts. Understand what exactly is being asked. And then, attempt it with clarity. Now, this question has two main parts. 1. Impact of AI and AGI on global geopolitics. 2. India's strategic measures for AI. To make it super easy for you, we will break it down in a simple chart. So, keep your notebook ready, draw along as we explain. चलिए शुरू करते हैं. Point 1. Impact of AI and AGI on global geopolitics. Mnemonics. Smart AI, the AI power shift. Let us look at the chart. First, S. Shift in power. Forget just military strength, AI supremacy is the new global currency. The US and China are pouring billions into AI. Whoever leads AI leads the world. M. Machine Cold War. A new digital arms race is here. Not about missiles, it's about data, algorithms, and computing power. Cyber warfare, deepfake propaganda, AI-driven conflicts are already happening. A. AGI threat. What happens when AI surpasses human intelligence? The nation that controls AGI could dominate the world's economy, military, and policies. But the big question, can we even control it? Are rivalry and alliances. AI is redrawing global alliances. Countries are forming tech partnerships instead of military alliances. Quad, China-Russia AI deals, ASEAN AI policies. It's all about who controls the tech. T. Technological supremacy. AI is equal to economic and military dominance. Automation, cybersecurity, defense AI, lag behind in AI, and your economy collapses. The gap between AI leaders and laggards is widening fast. AI, artificial intelligence as the new battleground. AI isn't just a tool, it's the new weapon of geopolitics. Which country has the most AI patents? The best AI scientists? The fastest supercomputers? That's the future superpower. Now, let's talk about India's strategic measures for AI using the mnemonic India AI. India AI, India's AI strategy. I. Investment in AI R&D. More funding is equal to more innovation. India is boosting AI research with government and private sector investments. The goal? Build AI hubs like Silicon Valley and Beijing to drive breakthroughs. N. Next-gen computing. AI needs power. India is developing high-performance computing, HPC, and quantum computing to stay ahead. Mission. Build semiconductors locally and reduce dependence on foreign tech. D. Data sovereignty and ethics. Control your data, control your future. India is pushing for strong data protection, laws to safeguard privacy and security. Ethical AI policies to ensure responsible AI use. I. Intelligent workforce. AI starts with people. AI education in schools and universities. Encouraging AI startups and innovation hubs to create jobs and drive economic growth. A. Alliances and global cooperation. Collaborate to innovate. India is teaming up with AI powerhouses, USA, Japan, EU, Quad, for tech sharing and AI policymaking. Mission. Put India at the center of global AI governance. A. AI in defense and cybersecurity. AI is equal to national security. AI-powered surveillance, predictive analytics, and cyber warfare capabilities for defense. AI-driven intelligence to secure India's digital borders. I. Inclusive and ethical AI. AI for the people. AI should align with India's democratic and ethical values. Focus on good governance, human well-being, and sustainable growth. Moving on to next question. That is, examine the evolving dynamics of India-European nation relations with special emphasis on convergences and divergences in their strategic priorities. Also analyze how this partnership can be leveraged for India's development while maintaining strategic autonomy. Let's tackle the first part of the question. That is India-European Union convergences in strategic priorities. Dosto, India and the EU aren't just trading partners, they're strategic allies shaping the future world order. When two of the world's biggest democracies work together, the impact runs deep. So, let's break it down with our powerful mnemonic, DEEP. D. Democratic values, the backbone of the partnership. Both India and the EU believe in freedom, democracy, and a rules-based global order. No authoritarian dominance, just strong institutions like the UN, WTO, and the Paris Climate Agreement. Together, they push for human rights, fair trade, and global stability. E. Economic and trade partnership, big money, bigger growth. The EU is India's largest trading partner with 124 billion euros in trade. On top of that, 108.3 billion euro EU investment is boosting Indian jobs and industries. But the real game changer? The India-EU Free Trade Agreement, FTA. If this happens, expect massive economic expansion. E. Environmental and climate cooperation, green future, stronger ties. Climate change is real, and India and the EU aren't waiting around. Under the India-EU Clean Energy Partnership, both sides are pushing for solar energy, electric mobility, and green technology. Their commitment to sustainability is setting the stage for a cleaner, greener future. P. Partnership in technology and R&D. Innovation is power. Tech is the future, and India and the EU are leading the charge. The EU dominates in biotech, nanotech, and AI, while India shines in IT and digital economy. Together, they are collaborating on research, funding, and tech transfers to create a global innovation hub. Imagine Indian software plus European hardware is equal to a tech superpower in the making. The takeaway: India and EU, a power duo for the future. Democracy, trade, climate action, and technology. India and the EU are natural allies. This partnership is not just about business, it's about reshaping global leadership, driving innovation, and setting the course for a more powerful and sustainable future. Dosto, we just talked about how India and the EU align on many fronts. But let's be real, they also have their share of differences. And to break down these India-EU divergences in strategic priorities, we have our mnemonic, G-Stop. So, let's get straight to it. G. Stop. The gaps holding India-European relations back. G. Geopolitical differences. India follows strategic autonomy. It doesn't blindly pick sides. Meanwhile, the EU aligns with NATO and the US. A perfect example? Russia-Ukraine conflict. India remains neutral, while the EU stands firmly against Russia. This difference often leads to diplomatic friction. S. Security cooperation gaps. India's security focus? The Indo-Pacific. The EU's focus? Still stuck in the Atlantic. While India actively engages in Quad, AUKUS, and Indo-Pacific strategies, the EU's involvement remains limited. Without a strong Indo-Pacific presence, EU's role in India's security priorities stays weak. T. Trade barriers and FTA delays. FTA negotiations is equal to a never-ending saga. Years of talks, but still no India-EU free trade agreement. Plus, strict EU trade regulations, food safety norms, and legal barriers make Indian exports suffer. If trade rules don't ease up, economic potential remains untapped. O. Opposition to UNSC reform. India wants a permanent seat at the UN Security Council, UNSC, but the EU can't decide. Some nations support India's bid, while others remain silent. This lack of unity blocks India's global ambitions and limits its influence in global governance. P. Political and human rights issues. The EU loves giving lectures on human rights, press freedom, and internal governance. India, on the other hand, sees this as interference in sovereign matters. Every time the EU criticizes India, it leads to diplomatic tensions and slows down relations. Dosto, we've talked about India-EU alignments, we've talked about differences. But now, let's get to the most important part. How can India-EU relations be leveraged for development? To make it simple and powerful, we have our mnemonic, FITG. So, get ready, take notes, and let's dive in. FITG, how India and EU can drive development together. F. Finalizing India-EU FTA. Enough delays. It's time to get the Free Trade Agreement, FTA, done. A smoother FTA means less trade restrictions, lower tariffs, and booming exports and investments. If finalized, this deal could unlock massive economic potential. I. Investment in critical sectors. The EU must invest more in India's infrastructure, manufacturing, and digital economy. More FDI is equal to more jobs, better growth, and stronger industries. Let's make India a global hub for innovation and production. T. Technology and innovation collaboration. India and the EU must join forces in AI, space research, clean energy, and digital transformation. Tech sharing plus R&D collaboration is equal to a future-proof economy. This partnership can set new benchmarks in global innovation. G. Green energy cooperation. The EU has the tech and the funds, and India has the vision for clean energy. Together, they can lead the world in sustainability. More investments in renewables, more green tech transfers, and a stronger climate commitment. E. Education and skill development. It's time for bigger scholarships, more research grants, and advanced vocational training programs. Indian students plus European universities is equal to global-ready workforce. Let's empower the next-gen leaders. Moving to the last part of the question, which is about ensuring strategic autonomy while engaging the EU. Dosto, India wants strong global partnerships. But let's be clear, strategic autonomy is non-negotiable. While engaging with the EU, India must ensure its independence. And to break it down, we have our mnemonic, BASE. So, take out your notebooks, follow the flow chart, and let's dive right in. BASE, how India can engage the EU while staying independent. B. Balancing multiple partnerships. India is not in anyone's camp. We maintain strong ties with the EU, the US, Russia, and other global powers, but on our own terms. Strategic autonomy means India decides what's best for India. A. avoiding deep alignment in global conflicts. India follows national interests, not bloc politics. Whether it's Ukraine-Russia, US-China tensions, or Middle East issues, India doesn't blindly pick sides. Diplomacy over division is the key. S. Strengthening defense and cybersecurity ties. India-EU defense and cybersecurity cooperation? Yes. Formal military alliances? No. India enhances counterterrorism, cyber defense, and tech sharing with the EU, but keeps its sovereign decision-making intact. E. Enhancing self-reliance. Self-reliance is equal to real strategic autonomy. India must reduce dependence on EU imports by ramping up domestic manufacturing, R&D, and innovation in critical sectors like AI, defense, and green energy. Dosto, hope you're finding this content helpful. Our goal is simple: to make current affairs easy, engaging, and memorable for you. Stay with us, take notes, and keep learning. We break down complex topics into simple mnemonics, charts, and crisp explanations so that you never feel lost in your preparation. And of course, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support motivates us to bring you the best. चलिए, और भी मजेदार कंटेंट के साथ आगे बढ़ते हैं. Moving on to next question, which states, critically analyze the concept of reciprocal tariffs introduced by the US. Discuss its objectives, working mechanism, calculation method, and its potential impact on India. Dosto, let's first understand its objectives using a simple mnemonic, FAIR. We've prepared a diagram to make this super easy for you. Pause the video, draw it out, and relate each point as we explain. FAIR, Objectives of Reciprocal Tariffs. F. Fixed tariffs. The US applies the same tariffs on countries as they impose on American goods. No more one-sided advantages. A. Abolish unfair advantages. No special treatment for developing nations. The US aims to level the playing field and remove trade concessions. I. Incentives considered. Before setting tariffs, the US will assess foreign subsidies to ensure fair competition. No more artificial price manipulation. R. Reduce trade imbalance. Target. Correct trade deficits. This policy directly impacts India, as the US tries to balance imports and exports. Dosto, trade policies are shifting fast, and understanding them is crucial for exams. Next up, we break down the mechanism of reciprocal tariffs. Dosto, now that we know the objectives of reciprocal tariffs, let's break down how they actually work. To make it super easy, remember our mnemonic, TAG. Think, tariffs tag the same rate. Pause the video, note this down, and relate each point as we explain. TAG, how reciprocal tariffs work. T. Tariff matching. It's simple. You charge us 20% tariff, we charge you 20% back. The US mirrors the tariffs imposed by other countries. No more one-sided trade policies. A. Assessment of subsidies. If a country provides export incentives or subsidies, like India's textile sector benefits, the US adjusts its tariffs accordingly to balance trade fairness. G. Global leveling. No more tariff relaxations for developing nations. Countries like India and China that previously enjoyed preferential treatment will now face standard tariff rates under this policy. Dosto, trade is now a game of equals. But how exactly are these tariffs calculated? Now let's break down the big question. How will reciprocal tariffs be calculated? It's not random, it's a well-structured process. Let's simplify it so you never forget. Look at the chart in front of you and follow along. How will reciprocal tariffs be calculated? Comprehensive assessment. The US Trade Department will analyze every form of financial support other countries give to their exporters, tax breaks, subsidies, incentives, everything. They want to ensure no country gets an unfair advantage. Expected tariff rise. India is a subsidy-driven economy, meaning key exports like textiles, pharmaceuticals, and automobiles could face higher US tariffs. What does this mean? Indian products may become more expensive in the US, making them less competitive. Deadline for calculation: the final tariff structure will be decided by April 2025. So, countries, including India, have limited time to negotiate or adjust trade policies. Dosto, moving next, we are at the most important part. What will be the impact of reciprocal tariffs on India? To make it super simple, we've broken it down into two mnemonics. HITS. Negative effects. GAIN. Possible benefits. Look at the chart in front of you and follow along. This will make everything crystal clear. HITS. Negative effects on India. H. Higher export costs. Indian products like textiles, pharma, and automobiles will become more expensive in the US, making them less competitive. I. Import dependency. Higher tariffs may force India to rely more on US imports, increasing dependency on foreign goods. T. Trade deficit reduction. India's trade surplus with the US may shrink, affecting foreign exchange earnings. S. Sinking rupee. Higher demand for USD could weaken the Indian rupee, leading to inflation and increased costs for imports. GAIN. Possible benefits for India. G. Global investment boost. Higher tariffs on imports? No problem. US companies may increase investments in India to produce locally instead of importing. A. Alternative markets. India can diversify exports to other markets like Europe, Africa, and Southeast Asia, reducing dependence on the US. I. Incentive for self-reliance, less access to foreign goods. That's an opportunity. India can boost its own manufacturing sector under Atmanirbhar Bharat. N. Negotiation power. Stronger trade policies is equal to stronger India. This situation could push India to negotiate better trade deals globally. Dosto, if you have understood the question, please do like, share, and subscribe. Chaliye, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let us look at next question, which states, critically analyzes the US-India Compact Initiative, highlighting its objectives, key features, and strategic significance. Discuss the potential challenges and suggest ways to maximize its benefits. Dosto, let's quickly break down the big development in India-US relations, Compact. What is Compact? COMPACT stands for Catalyzing Opportunities for Military Partnership, Accelerated Commerce and Technology. Launched on 13 February 2025 by President Donald Trump and PM Narendra Modi. Objective: strengthen defense, trade, and technology collaboration between India and the US. Strategic goal: deepen bilateral ties and enhance security cooperation. Economic target: expand US-India trade to $500 billion by 2030. This is a game-changer for India-US relations. But what does it mean for global power dynamics? Stay tuned. Dosto, now let's dive into the core objectives of Compact using our powerful mnemonic STAR. Think of this as India and the US building a star partnership for the future. Look at the diagram in front of you, pause the video, and follow along. STAR, Objectives of Compact. S. Strengthen defense. Deeper military ties. Focus on co-production, joint exercises, and defense tech transfers to boost India's capabilities. T. Trade expansion. Mission 500. Goal: expand US-India trade to $500 billion by 2030. Expect faster trade deals, fewer restrictions, and economic acceleration. A. Advanced technology. Big push in AI, semiconductors, cybersecurity, and space. This partnership will fuel next-gen innovation and tech dominance. R. Resilience in energy and climate. Clean energy revolution. India and the US will work on hydrogen energy, LNG, and nuclear power to ensure sustainability and energy security. Dosto, Compact isn't just a handshake. It's a game-changer for India-US relations. To break it down, remember our mnemonic DTECT. Think of it as detecting key areas of US-India cooperation. Let's get straight to it. D. TECT, key features of Compact. D. Defense Partnership 2025 to 2035. Joint military drills, defense tech exchange, and reciprocal procurement. India and the US are military power partners for the next decade. E. Economic growth, multi-sector trade expansion. Mission 500 aims to hit $500 billion in bilateral trade by 2030. Faster deals, bigger markets, stronger economies. T. Technology boost. The Trust Initiative fuels AI, semiconductors, space tech, and quantum computing. India and the US is equal to future tech leaders. E. Energy cooperation. Clean energy push. Hydrogen, nuclear power, and LNG trade to drive sustainable growth and energy security. C. Counterterrorism and Indo-Pacific security. Stronger Indo-Pacific military presence, boosting security against regional threats and global instability. T. Transport and connectivity. India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, IMEEC. Big infrastructure and connectivity projects is equal to a new trade superhighway. Dosto, Compact is a full-spectrum partnership. Defense, trade, tech, energy, security, and connectivity. This is big. But why does this matter on a global scale? Because Compact isn't just a policy. It's a power move. To truly understand its strategic importance, just remember one word, POWER. India and the US gain power from this initiative. Let's break it down. POWER, strategic significance of Compact. P. Positioning in Indo-Pacific. China's influence. India and the US are pushing back. This deal reinforces their presence in the Indo-Pacific, ensuring regional security and balance of power. O. Opportunities in trade. Bigger trade, stronger economies. Compact boosts economic resilience, opens new markets, and expands business opportunities for both nations. W. Weapons and defense industry. India levels up its defense game. With US tech transfers and joint military production, India gains advanced weapons and strategic edge. E. Energy security. Stable energy is equal to economic stability. Compact strengthens clean energy collaboration, nuclear deals, and LNG trade, securing India's energy future. R. Research and innovation. Tech powerhouse in the making. With joint R&D in AI, quantum computing, and space, India and the US are leading the next tech revolution. Dosto, Compact is a game changer. But let's be real, no partnership is without its roadblocks. We just saw how India and the US gain power from this initiative. But to fully realize its potential, both nations must bridge the gaps. And to break it down, remember our mnemonic BRIDG. Because without solving these challenges, the full potential of Compact remains out of reach. BRIDG, challenges to Compact's implementation. B. Bureaucratic hurdles. Red tape slows progress. Policy delays, regulatory complexities, and slow approvals could bottleneck trade and defense agreements. R. Reliance on China. India still depends on Chinese imports, especially in semiconductors. Until India fully diversifies, reducing this reliance won't be easy. I. Implementation lag. Mission 500 sounds great, but execution is key. Setting up joint manufacturing units and achieving trade goals will take time. D. Differences in policy. Trade tariffs, data security, regional alliances, India and the US don't always see eye to eye. Navigating these policy differences will be a major test. G. Geopolitical risks. US policies change with every new administration. Will Compact survive shifting American priorities? That's the big question. E. Energy transition challenges. Scaling up clean hydrogen, nuclear energy, and renewables requires massive investment. Can both nations commit long-term? Dosto, we've seen the power of Compact. We've discussed its challenges. But now, let's talk about the most important part. What's next? How can India and the US make this partnership a long-term success? For that, they need to SET strategically. Yes, ACT, because without action, this deal remains just words. Let's break it down. SET, the way forward for compact. A. Accelerate defense ties. No more delays. India and the US must fast-track defense co-production, finalize procurement deals, and secure critical tech sharing agreements. The faster the collaboration, the stronger the security. C. Coordinate trade policies. Mission 500 won't happen by itself. Both nations must align regulations, ease trade barriers, and streamline investment processes to hit that $500 billion trade target. T. Tech sovereignty. Reduce dependency on external players, especially China. India must invest heavily in semiconductor fabs, AI research, and deep tech innovation to become truly self-reliant in critical sectors. Now moving on to next question, which states, critically evaluate the strategic importance of India's deep-sea manned submersible, Matsya 6000, under the Deep Ocean Mission. In your answer, discuss its primary objectives, key technological features, and the operational challenges it faces, while analyzing its implications for India's maritime security and oceanographic research capabilities. Dosto, let us understand about it through a short introduction. India is about to make history beneath the ocean. Samudrayaan Project's Matsya 6000, India's first manned deep-sea submersible. What's the mission? Dive up to 6,000 meters below the ocean. Where? Launch set for 2026. Why is this big? India joins an elite club of just 6 nations with manned deep-sea exploration tech. From space to the deep sea, India is going all in on exploration. Stay tuned as we break down its mission, objectives, and impact. Moving next. Dosto, Matsya 6000 isn't just about diving deep. It's about unlocking the secrets of the ocean. To remember its mission, just think. Matsya 6000 dives DEP. Look at the chart in front of you and follow along. DEP Objectives of Matsya 6000. D. Discover marine biodiversity. Uncover unknown species, study deep-sea ecosystems, and expand our ocean knowledge. E. Explore deep-sea minerals. Search for rare minerals like cobalt, manganese, and rare earth elements, key for tech and energy. E. Enhance ocean research and technology. Boost India's deep-sea research, develop marine tech, and strengthen scientific expertise. P. Promote sustainable resource use. Balanced deep-sea mining plus eco-friendly marine tourism is equal to economic plus environmental win. Moving next, we will talk about key features of Matsya 6000. To understand its key features, just remember, Matsya 6000 S.U.B.M.E.R.G.E.S deep into the ocean. Look at the chart and follow along. SUBMERGE Key features of Matsya 6000. S. Strong structure, 80 mm thick titanium alloy sphere to withstand extreme deep-sea pressure. U. Ultra-deep capability. Operates at 6,000 meters depth with a 96-hour emergency endurance. B. Buoyancy and safety. Triple redundancy in buoyancy, power, and life support is equal to maximum safety. M. Manned crew. Carries 3 scientists for 12 to 16 hours of deep-sea exploration. E. Equipped with advanced navigation satellite. Uses USBL acoustic positioning system for real-time tracking underwater. R. Research and resource assessment. Studies hydrothermal vents and methane seeps for energy potential. G. Green exploration. Focus on eco-friendly deep-sea mining to minimize ocean damage. E. Emergency flotation. Syntactic foam tech ensures automatic resurfacing in case of failure. Dosto, Matsya 6000 isn't just about exploration, it's about unlocking India's full ocean potential. To understand its strategic significance, just remember, Matsya 6000 unlocks India's OCEAN. Look at the diagram, Draw it in your notebook and follow along. OCEAN Strategic Significance of Matsya 6000. O. On-board research, game changer for marine archaeology and climate studies. Understanding deep-sea ecosystems will help in climate change predictions and ocean preservation. C. Commercial resource discovery. Deep-sea mining is equal to economic gold mine. Matsya 6000 will unlock untapped reserves of cobalt, manganese, and rare earth elements. E. Enhanced technological edge puts India among the top deep-sea explorers. This boosts India's position in marine research, underwater robotics, and deep-sea engineering. A. Advanced scientific contribution. India joins the Global League of Oceanic Research. Collaborations with international scientific communities will expand knowledge of deep-sea biodiversity. N. National security and blue economy. Stronger presence in the Indian Ocean region, IOR. Deep-sea capabilities will help in maritime surveillance, resource protection, and strategic dominance. Dosto, diving into the deep sea is thrilling, but let's be real, it's not easy. Exploring the ocean's depth comes with challenges. And to break it down, just remember DPTH. Let's understand the hurdles that Matsya 6000 must overcome. DPTH Challenges of Matsya 6000. D. Deep sea pressure. 600 times atmospheric pressure. That's like stacking an entire skyscraper on top of you. Titanium spheres and cutting-edge engineering are a must for survival. E. Expensive infrastructure. Deep-sea exploration is equal to big money. R&D, maintenance, and mission costs run in millions. India needs sustained funding to keep this project alive. P. Power and communication limitations. How do you stay connected 6,000 meters underwater? Deep-sea missions need ultra-reliable power sources and underwater communication tech to avoid getting lost in the abyss. T. Technical risks. One small failure is equal to mission disaster. Complex navigation, life support systems, and pressure control mechanisms must work flawlessly to ensure crew safety. H. Habitat preservation. Deep-sea mining is equal to big economic potential. But at what cost? India must ensure eco-friendly extraction methods to protect fragile marine ecosystems. Dosto, we've explored Matsya 6000's mission, significance, and challenges. Now, let's talk about the way forward. For India to make Matsya 6000 a long-term success, it needs strong sea strategies. And to remember them, just think SEA. Let's break it down. SEA, the way forward for Matsya 6000, is strengthen research and development. Deep-sea tech is complex. India must collaborate with global leaders in underwater robotics, AI, and material science to develop cutting-edge deep-sea exploration tech. E. Ensure environmental sustainability, mining the ocean without destroying it. India must focus on eco-friendly deep-sea mining techniques to balance economic benefits with marine conservation. A. Advance strategic partnerships, going global for deep-sea success. India must leverage international cooperation for funding, tech sharing, and expertise, ensuring long-term sustainability of deep-sea missions. Dosto, Matsya 6000 is a giant leap for India, but a strong sea strategy is key to making it a game changer. If you found this valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you more power-packed insights. चलिए, नए ज्ञान के साथ आगे बढ़ते हैं. Moving on to next question, which states, examine the strategic dimensions of the 2025 summit in shaping India-US relations. In your answer, critically assess the key outcomes, significance, and challenges of the summit, and propose a pragmatic way forward for the bilateral partnership. Dosto, the 2025 India-US summit is not just another meeting, it's a power move. Why is it important? Strengthens India-US ties like never before. Reinforces the comprehensive global strategic partnership. Focus areas: defense, trade, energy, tech, and geopolitics. This summit is all about mutual progress and global influence. Stay tuned as we break it all down. Dosto, the 2025 India Summit wasn't just talk, it delivered real results. To remember the key takeaways, just think, India and US achieved DETAILS success. Let's break it down. DETAILS key outcomes of the 2025 summit. D. Defense cooperation. New 10-year defense framework. Big-ticket defense sales, including Javelin missiles and P-8I surveillance aircraft. E. Economic partnership. Mission 500, aiming to double trade. Plus, progress on a bilateral trade agreement, BTA. T. Technology and innovation. Launch of US-India Trust. Collaboration in AI, quantum computing, and space tech. A. Agriculture and market access. US gains better access to Indian labor-intensive exports. More opportunities for Indian businesses. I. International cooperation. Stronger Indo-Pacific security collaboration. Increased focus on counterterrorism efforts with Pakistan and maritime patrols. L. Logistics and extradition. Major diplomatic win. Extradition of Tehevur Rana and enhanced military logistics cooperation. S. Strategic energy cooperation. More US crude oil and LNG supplies to India. Strengthened nuclear energy collaboration. Dosto, the 2025 India Summit wasn't just about discussions, it was about action. India and the US are taking STEPS towards stronger global cooperation. Let's break it down. STEPS, significance of the India-US Summit. S. Strengthen defense ties. More tech transfers and co-production is equal to a stronger Indo-Pacific. India and the US are reinforcing regional security like never before. T. Trade and economic growth. Mission 500 is in motion. This summit accelerates trade diversification and reduces dependency on China. E. Energy and climate cooperation. US to support India's energy security. More crude oil, LNG, and a big push for green energy transition. P. Promoted technological growth. AI, semiconductors, and space tech. India and the US are building a digital infrastructure powerhouse. S. Support for geopolitical stability. Countering China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, strengthening Indo-Pacific security, and boosting counterterrorism efforts. Dosto, we've seen the power of India-US collaboration. But let's be real, there are some big challenges too. To remember these roadblocks, just think, India and the US face T.E.A.M work challenges. Let's break it down. TEAM challenges in India-US relations. T. Trade barriers. High tariffs and slow bilateral trade agreement, BTA, negotiations make market access difficult for both sides. E. Export controls. ITER restrictions limit India's access to critical US defense and AI technologies. This slows down tech transfers. A. Ambiguities in nuclear liability. The Civil Liability for Nuclear Damage Act, CLANDA, creates legal uncertainty, delaying nuclear energy collaboration. M. Mobility restrictions. Visa and work permit issues make talent exchange difficult. Indian professionals face barriers in working and studying in the US. Dosto, we've seen the challenges in India-US relations, but now it's time to talk about the solution. For this partnership to move forward, India and the US need FORCE. Let's break it down. FORCE, the way forward for India-US relations. F. Fast-track defense agreements, cut through the red tape, streamline ITER regulations, and speed up reciprocal defense procurement, RDP, to enhance defense collaboration. O. Optimize trade and economic ties, no more delays. Finalize the bilateral trade agreement, BTA, by 2025, boost green energy investments, and strengthen manufacturing ties. R. Reform nuclear cooperation, fix the legal bottlenecks. Amend the Civil Liability for Nuclear Damage Act, CLANDA, and push for joint nuclear reactor projects. C. Collaborate on technology and AI. Supercharge innovation. Strengthen AI, quantum computing, and cybersecurity partnerships to stay ahead in the digital race. E. Enhance counterterrorism efforts. Security first. Expand Indo-Pacific naval patrols and joint counterterrorism operations for regional stability. Dosto, if India and the US apply this force, their partnership will be unstoppable. Chaliye, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Moving on to next question. Examine the strategic relevance of the Su-57 fighter jet with reference to its advanced features and the India-Russia joint production partnership. In your answer, evaluate how this collaboration could enhance India's defense capabilities and technological edge. Dosto, India is taking a giant leap in defense technology. Introducing Russia's 5th-gen stealth marvel, a game-changer in air combat. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited ex-United Aircraft Corporation Partnership. India and Russia are joining forces to localize 5th-gen fighter aircraft, FGFA, technology. What does this mean? A massive defense upgrade for India. This collaboration will enhance indigenous manufacturing, boost stealth tech, and give India a strategic edge. This is not just a fighter jet, it's India's entry into next-gen air dominance. Stay tuned as we break it all down. Dosto, the Sukhoi 57 isn't just a fighter jet, it's a stealth beast built for dominance. To remember its cutting-edge features, just think, the Sukhoi 57 STARS in stealth and power. Let's break it down. STARS, features of Su-57. S. Stealth design, low radar cross-section, RCS, plus radar-absorbing coating is equal to nearly invisible to enemies. Composite materials make it hard to detect, hard to target. T. Thrust vectoring engines, supermaneuverability. Advanced thrust vectoring engines give it insane agility in dogfights, making it a nightmare for enemy pilots. A. Active electronically scanned array radar, next-level situational awareness. The multiband active electronically scanned array radar gives pilots 360-degree tracking, precision targeting, and superior combat awareness. R. Rapid supersonic cruising. Supercruise mode is equal to no afterburners needed. This allows the Sukhoi 57 to achieve supersonic speeds without burning extra fuel, extending range and performance. S. Smart AI systems. AI-assisted avionics is equal to future of warfare. The Su-57 uses advanced AI-driven decision-making to assist pilots in high-speed, high-stress combat scenarios. Dosto, the India-Russia partnership isn't just about buying jets, it's about building future AIR dominance. To understand its strategic importance, just remember, India and Russia form a PSCT for advanced defense. Let's break it down. PSCT, strategic significance of the India-Russia partnership. P. Promotes self-reliance. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited plus Sukhoi 57 is equal to Atmanirbhar Bharat in action. Joint production boosts India's defense manufacturing and reduces dependence on foreign suppliers. A. Advanced technology transfer, 5th-gen tech in India's hands. The partnership brings stealth tech, AI-driven systems, and next-gen avionics, giving India a serious combat edge. C. Collaboration in air superiority. Sukhoi 57 is equal to game-changer for the Indian Air Force. It enhances air dominance and precision ground strikes, strengthening India's warfighting capabilities. T. Technological leap. Future-ready warfare. Local production at Hindustan Aeronautics Limited helps India develop next-gen fighter tech, including hypersonic missile integration. Dosto, the Sukhoi 57 isn't just a fighter jet. It's a game-changer for India's air power. To understand its impact, just remember, Sukhoi 57 skills India to become a dominant air force. Let's break it down. SKILL, impact on India's defense capabilities. S. Strategic defense edge. Superior stealth plus unmatched agility is equal to air dominance. The Sukhoi 57 gives India an edge over advanced aerial threats, enhancing national security. K. Knowledge transfer, stealth tech, AI-assisted avionics, supermaneuverability. This partnership will equip India with next-gen aviation expertise. I. Integration with indigenous systems, seamless fit into India's defense network. The Sukhoi 57 will integrate with Rafales, Tejas, and S-400s, boosting interoperability and defense coordination. L. Long-term capability enhancement, made in India, for India. Joint production builds local expertise in stealth aircraft, supporting future indigenous fighter development. L. Leading Air Force status. Sukhoi 57 is equal to India's ticket to becoming a global air superpower. This fifth-gen beast strengthens multi-role combat capabilities, making the Indian Air Force one of the most advanced in the world. Let's moving on to the last part of the question, technological impact. To understand it, just remember, Sukhoi 57 is India's TAKEOFF to a technological aviation revolution. Let's break it down. TAKEOFF, technological advancement and innovation. T, technology leap, AI-driven avionics, active electronically scanned array radar, and hypersonic missiles. The Sukhoi 57 catapults India into the elite club of global aerospace leaders. A, advanced weaponry, equipped with cutting-edge hypersonic and precision-guided weapons. This jet enhances both India's offensive and defensive strike capabilities. K. Kinetic warfare edge. Supermaneuverability plus supersonic cruising is equal to dogfight dominance. Close-range combat or long-range missions, India will have an unbeatable edge. E. Engineering excellence, AI-powered combat decision-making. This means faster responses, better targeting, and smarter engagements in battle. O. Optimized air defense, strengthening India's indigenous air defense systems. The collaboration enhances Indian Air Force superiority and modernizes fleet operations. F. Future-proofing the Air Force. Fifth-gen aircraft ensures India stays ahead of evolving threats. This means long-term air dominance in the region. F. Fostering international leadership. Producing fifth-gen fighter jets is equal to global aviation leader status. India strengthens its position in advanced military aviation technologies. Dosto, we've covered everything from Sukhoi 57 capabilities to its impact on India's defense strategy. Now, let's tackle the final question of this section. It states, explain the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, IMEEC, and its significance in reshaping global trade. Discuss the objectives, key features, and strategic importance of this initiative, highlighting its potential to boost economic integration, support clean energy, and provide a geopolitical alternative to the Belt and Road Initiative. Dosto, the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, IMEEC, is not just another trade route, it's a game-changer for global trade. We will break this down using a single chart, so stay focused and follow along. India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, IMEEC, the future of global trade. Context and background. India and France reaffirmed commitment to IMEEC during PM Modi's 2025 France visit. Impact: reshapes global trade, enhances connectivity, and offers an alternative to China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI. What is IMEEC? A multimodal connectivity project linking India, the Middle East, and Europe through a combination of land and sea routes. Bypassing the Suez Canal is equal to faster, more secure trade and reduced reliance on unstable regions. Participating nations: India, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Israel, France, Germany, Italy, European Union, EU. Key agreements and launch. Announced at G20 Summit New Delhi, 2023. India-UAE signed an Intergovernmental Framework Agreement IGFA in 2024 to formalize cooperation. Aim and objectives: boost trade efficiency, reduce transport time, and cost for faster trade. Enhance connectivity, strengthen links between key economic hubs. Strengthen supply chains, alternative to the Suez Canal, reducing geopolitical risks. Support clean energy, trade of green hydrogen and renewable energy. Promote digital integration, high-speed data connectivity, and digital transactions. Key features of IMEEC. Two major corridors. Eastern Corridor connects India to the Gulf, UAE and Saudi Arabia via sea. Northern Corridor connects Gulf to Europe, France, Germany, Italy via rail and sea. $600 billion mobilization by 2027 to fund infrastructure and trade connectivity. Digital and logistics integration. Smart platforms for trade, cargo, and digital transactions. Trade route diversification, bypassing conflict-prone areas, Red Sea and Suez. Strategic significance. Economic growth creates jobs, boosts trade, and strengthens infrastructure. Geopolitical balance, a strong alternative to China's BRI. Environmental impact, promotes sustainable energy and reduces carbon footprint. Global trade integration, easier access to new markets, efficient supply chains. Dosto, IMEEC is not just a trade project, it's a transformational shift in global economic dynamics. Dosto, that's a wrap on February part to current affairs till 16th February 2025. Our team is committed to bringing you the best, most exam-relevant material, so you stay ahead. If you found this content useful, don't forget to like for more amazing content. Share with your friends and fellow aspirants. Subscribe so you never miss an update. Thank you for staying with us. Stay tuned for the next update. Till then, keep learning, keep growing. चलिए, मिलते हैं next session में. जय हिंद.